Hello, everybody. This is Anna Karenina by Leo Tolstoy. Part 2, Chapter 20. Vronsky was lodging in a great Finnish izba, very neatly arranged and divided in two by a partition. Petritsky was his chum, not only in Petersburg but also in camp. He was asleep when Vronsky and Yashvin entered. "Get up, you've slept long enough," said Yashvin, going behind the partition and shaking the sleeper's shoulder as he lay with his nose buried in the pillow. Petritsky got upon his knees and looked all about him. "Your brother's been here," said he to Vronsky. "He woke me up, confound him, and he said that he would come again." Then he threw himself back on the pillow again and pulled up the bedclothes. "Let up, Yashvin," he cried angrily, as his comrade amused himself by twitching off his quilt. Then, turning towards him and opening his eyes, he said, "You would do much better to tell me what I ought to drink to take this bad taste out of my mouth." "Vodka's better than anything," said Yashvin. "Tereshchenko, bring the barin some vodka and cucumbers," he ordered of the servant, seeming to delight in the thunder of his voice. "You advise vodka? Ha!" demanded Petritsky, rubbing his eyes with a grimace. "Will you take some too? If you'll join, all right. Vronsky, will you have a drink?" And leaving his bed, he came up wrapped in a striped quilt, waving his arms in the air, and singing in French, "There was a king in Tours." "Vronsky, will you have a drink?" "Go away," replied the latter, who was putting on an overcoat brought him by his valet. "Where are you going?" asked Yashvin, seeing a carriage drawn by 3 horses. "Here's the troika." "To the stables, then to Bryansky's to see about some horses," replied Vronsky. He had, indeed, promised to bring some money to Bryansky, who lived about 6 versts from Peterhof, but his friends immediately knew that he was going in another direction. Petritsky winked and raised his eyebrows as though he would say, "We know who this Bryansky means." "See here, don't be late," said Yashvin, and changing the subject, "And my roan, does she suit you?" he asked, referring to the middle horse of the team which he had sold. Just as Vronsky left the room, Petritsky called out to him, "Hold on, your brother left a note and a letter. Hold on, where did I put them?" Vronsky waited impatiently. "No, where are they? Where are they indeed? That's the question," declaimed Petritsky, putting his forefinger above his nose. "Speak quick, no nonsense," said Vronsky good-naturedly. "I have not had any fire in the fireplace. Where can I have put them? No, that's enough talk. Where's the note? I swear I've forgotten. Perhaps I dreamt about it. Wait, don't get angry. If you had drunk 4 bottles, as I did yesterday, you wouldn't even know where you went to bed. Hold on, I'll think in a minute." Petritsky went behind a screen again and got into bed. "Hold on, I was lying here. He stood there. Da-da-da-da-da. Ah, here it is." And he pulled the letter out from under the mattress where he had put it. Vronsky took the letter and his brother's note. It was exactly as he expected. His mother reproached him because he had not been to see her, and his brother said he had something to speak to him about. "What concern is it of theirs?" he murmured, and crumpling up the notes, he thrust them between his coat buttons, intending to read them more carefully on the way. Just as he left the izba, he met 2 officers, each of whom belonged to different regiments. Vronsky's quarters were always the headquarters of all the officers. "Whither away?" "To Peterhof." "Has your horse come from Tsarskoye?" "Yes, but I have not seen her yet." "They say Makhotin's gladiator is lame." "Rubbish! How could you trot in such mud?" "Here are my saviors," cried Petritsky as he saw the newcomers. The denshchik was standing before him with the vodka and salted cucumbers on a platter. "Yashvin, here, ordered me to drink so as to be refreshed." "No, you were too much for us last night," said one of the officers. "We did not sleep at all." "I must tell you how it ended," began Petritsky. "Volkov climbed up on the roof and told us that he was blue. I sung out, 'Give us some music, a funeral march,' and he went to sleep on the roof to the music of the funeral march." Drink your vodka by all means, and then take seltzer and a lot of lemon," said Yashvin, encouraging Petritsky as a mother encourages her child to swallow some medicine. "Now this is sense. Hold on, Vronsky, and have a drink with us." "No. Goodbye, gentlemen, I'm not drinking today." "Vronsky," cried someone after he had gone into the vestibule. "What?" "You'd better cut off your hair. It's getting very long, especially on the bald spot." Vronsky, in fact, was beginning to get a little bald. He laughed gaily and pulled his cap over his forehead where the hair was thin. He went out and got into his carriage. To the stables, he said. He started to take his letters for a second reading, but on second thought deferred them so that he might think of nothing else but his horse.